Dude, I love when Andrew's in an episode of the Issue Crew because I know he's not going to say a single word outside of introducing himself.
Yeah, I'm only here just to provide some background audio. I provide nothing else.
Wait, we introduce
background
ourselves?
No.
Oh yeah, we do.
No. There's actually no intro. We're starting right.
We just get right into it.
No. Shut the fuck up.
We get right into it.
No, shut up. I gotta do the intro.
Nope, shut the fuck up, Riley. No one asked you about
Don't
your
worry, Riley. I'll
intro.
do the intro.
Everybody shut the fuck up.
I get it. This is a host that you actually, or a guest that you actually like. That doesn't mean we're gonna do an intro for once.
We do an intro every time.
Literally never.
Stop gaslighting Daniel.
What do you mean? I'm not gaslighting Daniel. I'm telling him the facts.
When have we done
Does
it?
Riley actually think that we like consistently do intros?
Yeah, we
like,
don't.
has he actually convinced himself of that?
Shut up.
We don't do intros.
All right, for real. Shut up. It's time.
The most we do with an intro is him halfway screaming.
Is this
the
gonna
word
be the
hey.
type of night where I have to strip you all of admin permissions and mute you before I can do a goddamn intro? Please shut the fuck up so we can start the podcast.
God, he's being
no! Oh, just you wait. If this is gonna be one of those nights, I will go all the way.
He's always been like this, guys.
Oh yeah, he's always been like this.
Shut up.
Same.
Okay.
New Year, same Riley.
Here we go. Welcome to the Issue Crew, the show where we all have issues both with our lives and with each other. I am your host, Riley, joined by a whole fucking wacky cavalcade of people who should mute their mics when there's noises in their rooms, such as Andrew. That was your cue, Andrew, to say hello and then mute your mic instead of not muting your mic and not saying hello. You can do it. Say hi.
Hi, it's have I done Avril Lavigne yet? No.
I don't think you have. There you go. Avril Lavigne.
Hey, it's Avril Lavigne. Ow, fuck my hand. Shit, that hurt. Why'd I do that?
I don't know. Why did you do that? Also joining us, Demi Gloom.
Yo, listen to the Middle School GSA podcast.
Let's go.
On Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
Yeah, all those places. Is there an episode 2 yet?
Listen, the real episode 2 of Middle School GSA was the arguments we had along the way.
And Jason is here.
That's my impersonation of a microwave.
That's pretty good. Kathy. What's up, Kathy?
All right, fucking love it. This is going great. We love it. We love to see it.
Kathy, this isn't funny. I know she's fucking.
Nope, this is absolutely
she's giggling
hilarious.
to herself.
Keep going.
I'm sure I can feel the presence.
Wait, Kathy's here. Wait. No, Kathy's here. What? Why are you guys still recording? I can hear myself echo.
That's what she said.
That's so awesome.
That's what Kathy
Jason.
says.
No.
Just
Kathy, you don't get it. That stupid
noise.
voice that I'm doing, that's you.
All right, well, whatever. Kathy's here. She's shy, I guess.
Obviously not. If she's not talking.
Also, Mo Diggity.
Hello.
Good job on actually speaking when I said your name, Mo. Really,
yes.
Top of the line work.
You're welcome. I live to serve.
And special guest, folks, returning character to the Riely Cinematic Universe after a long hiatus. You may remember him from the Ghost of Gaming Future podcast starring me, Jelly You, and him.
I don't think anyone remembers that.
No, everybody remembers that.
Nobody
This podcast.
If nobody remembers that, if I don't remember it and it was something that you did, that's very not good. I remember a lot of things.
Anyway, it's Daniel. What's up, Daniel?
I don't remember anything. I'm being held here against my will.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Obviously.
He's just some guy I found on the street, and I told him, like, yeah, I know you. You're Daniel. You used to be my podcast co-host. And he's
Hello,
like,
Daniel.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Are you gonna
And
give
he
me
shoved a
food?
knife to He saw a homeless man on the street and was like, come with me.
Come with me if you want
Come with me. We must podcast.
Come with me. I'll give you a place to stay for 2 nights.
Come with me if you want to podcast.
Exactly. So, folks, we got a full house, the equivalent number to the entire issue crew, except it's Daniel instead of Random Candor.
Oh no, who would have expected that?
Who would have expected Random Candor to not be on the podcast? Unprecedented, really. But hey, Demigloom.
Yeah.
So this is a topic that you suggested a long time ago. It's been almost the topic for I think a collective like 4 or 5 weeks.
Definitely longer than 4 to 5 weeks.
No, but like there have been weeks that have gone by where we definitely picked another topic, but there have been at least 4 weeks where we picked artistic mediums and then went back on it for some reason or another.
You know,
so
I just have to say real quick, if it's all right. I think it's really wonderful that you guys have picked such a diverse subject as psychics with autism. It's really wonderful that this mental health issue is being addressed.
Yes. Yeah. Psychics with autism really deserve to be, spotlighted.
Here.
They're great people, and we need to bring attention to them. But Demi, what are we really talking about? And kind of define the terms of what we're talking about for us. What, Jason? What?
Wait.
What?
What do you call a midget psychic who's a serial killer? A small medium at large.
Yeah.
That's just fucking terrible. Strike that from the record.
Oh,
editor.
My internet is dying.
Good, you fucking deserve it. No internet for you.
All right, Demigloom, what are we talking about today? Define the terms of our discussion here. Go. The floor is yours.
Today is January 16th, which means it's to this episode we're here to honor the king of civil rights from the city to suburbia. No shoes, no shirt, but I'm still going to serve you. Make you swallow your words so you can break the fast, and thank God Almighty that you can eat it last. I admire the way you conquered the British power. Broke the British power, but I have a dream one day you'll take a shower. Like the H in your name, you ought to remain silent. Flatten your style like bread. Non-violence.
You see, Demi, I approved you saying about the first 2 bars of that song.
What?
And you did the whole thing.
What song?
Well, sorry. What song?
Oh, sorry, Riley. Hold on. You would know about grits, or you would know about bread, Dr. Birmingham sandwich. Boycott those grits. Sit in with some spinach.
No, it's not Gandhi Day. You're not allowed to do the Gandhi part. You're only allowed to do the Martin Luther King part.
What's wrong with that?
Who the fuck is Martin Luther King?
Yeah, I thought we were talking about Harvey Milk. MLK, just like your milk abbreviated.
Yeah.
The comptroller from San Francisco that was assassinated by a cop.
I thought we were talking about Minecraft Lego Kings. I thought that's what we were celebrating today.
I would like to genuinely wish everybody a happy Martin Luther King Day and honor the memory of such an influential man.
All the memories of having days off of school.
I mean, that was also a pretty sick bonus that we got from Martin Luther King.
All the memories of revolting against the Catholic Church. Oh wait, that's Martin Luther. Sorry.
No, but shout out to Martin Luther King. Read about MLK. He was much more based than they're allowed to teach you at school.
Did you guys see that new statue that got put out?
Oh yeah, the weird ass statue.
Yeah. I saw it from multiple angles in the photos, and I saw the photo it's taken from. Cool idea. I think all they needed to do to make it not look freaky was just add his collar.
I mean, like it looks like a fucking Dark Souls boss, man. It's fucking freaky. Like I want to put a fucking life bar, like a boss life bar, at like the bottom of the fucking thing, and then let everyone take pictures. It's fucking.
You said they need to add his collar.
Yeah, it's not visible in the photo, but it's clearly just a suit. So just add lapels to the front of the body on him.
I don't think they need to add his collar. I just think they just need to make him a little bit taller and make him a baller.
Shut the fuck up, Demi Gloom.
You're not easy.
See, this is why I don't
get him a girl
speak.
who looks good, so he can call
Also,
her when he's
while we're
cheating
on
on his
side
wife.
tangents, before we get into the main topic, hey Daniel, I was gonna say something before we started, but I thought it'd be funnier on the podcast.
Oh no.
Why is your mic the worst?
Because it's a Bluetooth
Because
mic.
it's a Riely show.
That's fair. That is a legal requirement. You have to sign the papers and say you have a shitty enough mic to be on a Riely podcast.
Well, I mean, I can't get into too much detail, but basically, I got scammed by a landlord in Montana, where all my stuff was. I lost about $580 to this landlord, and then I had to move right out within like 3 days, and so I was homeless. And we put all of our stuff in storage, and we drove back to Washington. So I don't have any of my nice things. I have my computer, I have my 3D printer, so I can keep printing and making money, and that is about it right now. I have clothes.
Well, there you go, folks.
Well, damn, that's unreasonably depressing.
Daniel's been on a hard, long journey, but he's here now on the issue crew.
I mean, if you ask, I am going to be honest.
True. We appreciate an honest king. But now, for real, Demi Gloom, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about a man who has so much street cred that they write his name on the signs.
Stop!
What do you mean? That's totally what we're talking about. That's what I have written down. I have all this stuff written about Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah. That's the whole topic today.
He was a great man.
No, we're talking about artistic mediums.
Okay, there it is.
I mean, people know what artistic mediums are, right? Basically, like forms of media, like movies, TV shows, video games, books, fucking porn. It's all artistic mediums.
What do you mean, no?
Porn's not art. Porn is debauchery.
No, porn can be art. No,
porn can certainly be art.
It's just
porn
like
cannot
depends.
be art. That's stupid.
No, that
Degenerate.
that is
not
true.
being art is what makes porn.
No,
Exactly.
It just no,
It is
depends.
literally like the definitive difference between what makes pornography and like artistically depicted sex.
Yeah, but see, like that's pretty much just all of them, though, man. Like pornography is art in a certain view, but
artistically depicted sex is
Can you
still
please
pornography.
let me finish the fucking let me finish the point. No, it depends on how it's being fucking shot. If it's just like like a straight up sex scene with like some goofy music in the background, probably not pornography, but like
Wait, what?
Like maybe with it. Well, like if we're talking about like hardcore pornography, right? Like hardcore porn, like where it's just two people just banging with like goofy fucking 70s saxophone music in the background. I don't think that's art. I think that's just straight up porn. But there is plenty of like, well, there's a movie called Blue is the Warmest Color, and it has like actual real sex in it, right? But it's an artful film. But it has full penetration and stuff in it. It's got full penetration.
Yeah, there's a difference between
that's...
movies with sex and porn.
No, but it has like legitimate like penetration, not like the fucking
that's
like art.
No, so
the main subject is the sex in a porn. That's what makes it a porn.
Yes, it is literally.
You guys are both wrong. You guys are all wrong.
People have sex.
Shut
up!
But
please educate us, fucking big brain Demi Gloom over here. You're all wrong, and I'm correct.
Pornography is like imagery, or essentially art. Pornography, in my opinion, to my understanding, is art that exists to incite arousal from its viewer.
This dude said we're all wrong, and then said, "In my opinion."
Well,
it's all correct, objective opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it is technically a matter of opinion.
Okay, so you're telling me furry porn art isn't art? Is this the argument we're gonna get into?
Okay, literally any media can be art. Yeah. Including porn, including anything.
So what I'm saying is that art is a category on the same level as pornography, and they're separate from each other. Pornography is not depictions of sex. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I'll put it for you this way: any form of quote unquote art could be pornography. Any form of medium could be pornography, or it could be art. It could be audio art, or it could be audio porn. It could be visual art, or it could
But
be
where are you
visual
going
porn.
with this? Are they like the two
I'm
sides
just
of a
repeating
coin?
the
Like
idea. Yes,
there's a
they are polar
spectrum.
opposites to
There's
one another.
there's like a
Bingo.
spectrum, and the two ends of this spectrum is art and porn.
Yes.
That's oh my.
Well, that's incredibly
awesome.
short-sighted. That's
Riley, I
incredibly
quit the show. I quit the show. I can't. Who the fuck? Who the fuck like raised this motherfucker? How
I love
fucking
how every
stupid do you have
time
to
we
be?
invite a guest, Demigloom always disagrees with them over something so stupid, and they're like, "I quit the show. I can't even be in the same room with such a person who thinks so
How
objectively."
somebody can see pornography and think it's art is just hilarious. And how somebody can see an artistic depiction of sex and think it's pornography is hilarious.
You know, it's not that I don't have a bullet in my chamber. It's that you're not worth it. I'm out of here.
Please leave. I love pissing off petty people. What a little bitch.
So do you guys think Chex Quest is art?
Yes.
Actually, yeah, I kind of think kind of think it is. Yeah, I can see it as art. It's a piece of shit, and you have to stand way. It's a piece of shit, and you have to stand all the way back to admire it. But it's still art.
I would say that it is very close to
Okay,
just
who kicked
being
me from the call?
We thought you left.
No, I didn't leave.
Oh, check the fucking thingy.
Audit logs.
Yeah, check the audit logs. Who kicked fucking Demi?
Probably Riley.
Me. It was me.
Yeah, it was Jason.
Okay.
I was glad to.
Riley, how are you so dumb that like your audience is literally just like an impenetrable wall of stupidity that is not responsive to any amount of logic, that just has these
Okay.
horribly conceptualized
So anyways,
like
as
pretexts in every
the
single
correct person in the room
concept.
here, let me just say that Chex Quest, without a doubt, is art. Because I
My
mean,
middle
they are
name is
taking
never wrong.
they are taking Doom, a masterclass of art, and Chex Mix, another masterclass of art, and putting them together. So it's like the ultimate art. The most artistic thing to exist, and the most autistic thing to exist is Chex
Is
Quest
also me.
and Andrew.
Thank you.
Andrew and Chex Quest.
A lethal pair.
The lethalest pair.
I'm gonna say it edges on the side of capitalism porn, but that's just me.
Well, yeah, because
therefore, to
it
me
makes
personally, I
sense.
think it's disqualified, or at least partially disqualified. That's just me.
I'm not partially disqualified. It makes entire sense that porn can be art.
No, it doesn't.
What the fuck is furry art then? Which
It's
one is
not
that?
art. It's a misnomer of art.
So anyways, I feel an artistic medium that is incredibly like underappreciated is architecture. Like I look at a good piece of like Gothic architecture and I just like I lose it over how like stunning it is. And you know, I feel we very much underappreciate how awesome architects are.
One of my favorite things in architecture is definitely Gothic churches, like old-fashioned Gothic
Yes.
churches, black on the outside, gold and fancy on the inside.
Yeah.
I like the brutalist type of architecture.
What the fuck are these people talking about?
How do you not know what this is?
Andrew is
How do you not
very
know what
stupid.
different forms of
I'm not
architecture
very stupid. I'm a relatively smart person.
I actually for real don't believe that.
I'm pretty smart sometimes. I can pull a smart moment out of my ass better than I can pull.
What's 13 squared?
The fuck is a squared? Is that a math term?
What's 9 plus 10?
17.
What's 9 plus 10?
21?
But yeah, like looking at like a Gothic church and being like, if it passed the test of I can see a Daredevil scene happening in here, then like it's a good church.
Ooh. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you can picture at least like 5 or 6, vigilante superheroes like posing and brooding at midnight on like the
Yeah.
the chapel's top or whatever, like I can dig that.
All right,
Yeah.
since we're on the topic of churches, what church has the most fucking badass based aesthetics? Orthodox, Catholic, Anglican.
Listen, the objective answer here is the Church of Satan.
Church of Satan, I like disregard and don't consider a real religion.
They're
I'm
definitely
sorry.
not a real religion. They're a true
they're
religion
just
on
too.
purpose.
But what about the architecture of the building?
I can describe
It's
it to you. I
mid,
can actually
mid.
describe how they're not a real religion.
Well,
How?
we'll do that another
Okay, so
time.
well, it's a simple sentence. They say they are not a real religion. They don't worship any deity. They don't think Satan actually exists. They
It's
don't
called the
worship
Church
Satan.
of Satan.
Yes, but they don't actually worship Satan. They say that in their text. They don't actually worship Satan. They're a troll church. They're a troll community. They're a community of trolls. Did you hear what they did with the Westboro Baptist Church leader's mom's grave?
Did they piss on it?
They made up a fake ritual called a pink mass, and they performed it over her grave in the graveyard, and then posted it online and taunted him, saying, "We made your mother gay forever in the afterlife."
That's kind of
Okay,
mean.
that's the sort of stuff they do. They're literally just there to troll people. We're talking specifically about the one that is called the Church of Satan. I'm not talking about Satanism as a whole. Like LaVeyan Satanism is a real religion. Luciferianism is actual Satan worship. Satanism is not. Satanism is a form of heathenism.
This is a very weird way to talk about artistic mediums, but all right.
Well, we started talking about aesthetics, and then
Isn't that a type of exercise?
no.
No, wait, that's calisthenics.
I'm
Yes.
gonna be real here, and I know it's sort of like a typical answer because I think it's like a typical answer most people would say. The Catholic Church has like the best architecture and design in their church.
They do have some pretty awesome stuff.
Methodists have good designs too, like because I'm actually a confirmed Methodist. If you go back and like read my registry or whatever.
Babe, wake up! New Mole Lord just dropped.
Oh
boy,
yeah.
This is like the second week in a row where we've had new mole lore, or maybe the third week. Maybe
What
third?
was the first and second Mo lore bits?
First Mo lore was you and VTubers. The second one was you liking wrestling, and now this has dropped. This is a whole new bombshell for us to unpack.
Oh yeah, I guess it never came up, huh? Oh yeah. Technically, in the whole of Christendom, I'm technically a Methodist.
Very nice, very nice. I'm actually writing my own statement of faith right now. I end up being somewhat close to Southern Baptist, but I like the more mystical stuff in Catholicism and Orthodoxy, so I'm trying to pull the things I like. And
well, we never got into like any kind of like mysticism or anything like that. I think, well, because I live in South Texas, so that stuff is almost everything is practically Southern Baptist, but like to what degree are we going? Because I was also raised Southern Baptist like all my life up until like I was like 18, 19 years old. I got with the Methodist Church because I thought they were a lot laid back, still early morning mass like the Catholics, but we got out our sermon was only like an hour and a half tops because everyone needed to go to the bar and go watch football.
there you go.
And our priest at that time was into football and shit.
And to keep this on the realm of aesthetics, I got to say I don't like the aesthetics of Protestant churches. They tend to look like courthouses and fuck the police.
I agree with that.
Well, they kind of do that because they're not trying to flaunt any kind of wealth, unlike the Catholic Church, who does flaunt their wealth quite excessively. So there's like the more humble
by mimicking the state.
Well, yeah. Then again, I don't know shit about Protestants really, other than Catholics, and them don't get along very well.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's I don't know too terribly much. I just know a little bit about them.
Well, Methodists are a type of Protestant.
So. Oh, I just kind of called us like diet Catholics, except without guilt.
I think that's the Episcopal. Isn't that a Robin Williams quote for Episcopalians?
Oh well, it's quite possibly. There's a lot of offshoots of Catholicism that are a lot more laid back than Catholicism itself.
Yeah, that's Anglicanism or Episcopalianism. We're getting way off topic. Let's go back to.
What do you mean? We're so on topic.
Yeah, this episode was the religion tier, right?
Yeah, we're talking about religion here.
Yeah. Anyway,
which is weird
I'm
because
finally
I'm
gonna
here.
give my huge long rant about them.
No.
Oh no. Oh yes.
I think
Continue, Jason.
And they being good sculptors is good because sculpting is a pretty cool artistic medium.
You know what?
There's something that's like largely there's something that's largely unappreciated by modern standards, and that's sculpting. We don't really appreciate sculpting anymore.
Yep.
You know what's a really cool form of art?
What?
Definitely like play animation.
Yeah.
Oh, stop motion animation.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Yep. It's amazing. My favorite movie is stop motion.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Ah, okay. Very
nice. There's a really good one back in 2009, 2010. It's called Max and Me, and it was a movie that really pioneered new stop motion technology.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Animation technology. Dude, it's a heartbreaker of a film. It leaves you a little bit sad, a little bit happy, but like feelings, right? And it's a fucking fantastic like movie that's sort of low key a documentary about these two real people.
Mm.
Yeah, so I don't want to spoil it because I can talk hours about that movie, but yeah, go check that out and go check out American Splendor too. Because American Splendor, Harvey Pekar is an excellent artist, and American Splendor, the comic book, was a comic strip. Really, was a really cool little like bit of artwork that went unappreciated.
My favorite movie is actually most people would consider it a guilty pleasure because the lead is Jared Leto. But my favorite movie is Mr. Nobody, which there are a lot of descriptions of it, but the way I like to describe it is a guy who is aware and conscious through multiple different instances of multiple universes. And they do a really wonderful job depicting him like slowly going crazy from all these different like universe jumps, and it's really well done. It's very artistic.
Heavy.
It's very heavy.
Oh,
you should know about like string theory and multiverse theory before you like watch it.
Just watch a lot of Rick and Morty. You know your IQ.
Shut up!
Oh God! Don't be one of those people, Mo.
Well, you see, you have to kind of have a sort of like a high IQ and understanding of physics to understand Rick and Morty.
I recently saw a movie called Sound of Metal, and like when I finished watching it, I just thought to myself like, damn, this is art. You ever like watch a movie like where when you finish it, you're just like, this is art.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was The Wall for me. Yeah, if you ever seen Pink Floyd's The Wall, the movie is fucking amazing.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Kathy?
You guys ever watch Coraline?
Coraline's okay. I like
it. Riley, you've watched Coraline, right?
It's a little weird, but I enjoyed it a lot.
I literally watched it. I watched it before I turned 10, so of course I'm one of those people who was brainwashed into saying anything other than it's great.
No, it really is great. It's just that it's a little
I agree.
Like for me, I felt the same way about Nightmare Before Christmas. I didn't appreciate
that one I haven't watched.
Oh, you should totally watch it. It's like fucking amazing. It's a really good movie. Like if you want to talk about like stop motion animation, the work that goes into the sets just in that movie alone, the first 5 minutes of the movie, it's like fucking beautiful, make you weep a little. But I didn't appreciate that movie when I was a kid when it first came out. Then when I was older in my 20s, like I watched it again for the second time. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. Corpse Bride's a little bit better though than Nightmare.
Oh my god, shut up.
Fuck you. Oh man, I'm so like no one fucking gives that any love. And Corpse Bride is objectively the better of the two.
It's good, but it's not better.
I think it's way better. I think like the whole. You know what? That's an argument for another day.
I appreciate all of Tim Burton's stop motion animation films equally. However, I'm just not a huge fan of his like creepy cute aesthetic. I've never been a huge fan of the creepy cute thing.
Yeah, Jonan Vasquez, the dude who made Invader Zim and Johnny Homicidal Maniac, he does that a lot better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He was more of a gross out from my experience with Invader Zim for sure, at least.
Oh, definitely.
Hey guys, sorry about that. What's going on? What are we talking about?
Oh, hey, you're back.
We're just talking about how I can't think of a joke fast enough.
We were talking about the.
That's a good topic.
Never mind.
That's a good topic.
We're talking about Zim.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we were
Invader
actually.
Zim?
Yeah, Invader Zim.
We were
What
actually.
other Zim is there?
Yeah, there's no other Zims. Invader Zim is great. Invader Zim is fucking amazing.
Yeah, did you know that the intro won a little award? It was like for best intro the year that it came out.
Yeah,
that's sick. Hell yeah.
Gur is one of my favorite characters.
Dude, Gur is my spirit animal, bro. Gur is great.
I have a profile picture of Gur that I don't use that I have it on my standby.
He's got in his rotation.
As a 30-year-old, too many like teenage girls from my high school years made it cringy and weird to like Invader Zim, so it's kind of been soured for me.
Yeah,
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, you have to ignore all the hot topics and every time you go to the mall, you have to pretend you don't see the we're normal. Like, oh god, normie fuckers.
Yeah.
Get out of my hobbies, you know. But
that's
you have to forget about
Mo
that.
Diggity and his gatekeeping. God,
gatekeep.
Don't gatekeep. Don't gatekeep until it involves Machine Gun Kelly.
I'd like to establish a firm pro-gatekeeping stance.
Thank you. Normies, get out.
Gatekeeping is stupid. People are allowed to enjoy what they want to enjoy in their own way.
Gatekeeping is stupid until it's Machine Gun Kelly.
This sort of ideology, Riley, led to stupid shit.
Yeah, it's led to the modern video game industry. It's
oh,
led
here
to
we
the
go
modern
with Mo's freaking rant on
and fucking comics and fucking TV. Yes, if we gatekeep a little bit harder, you know, maybe Gamergate would have never happened. I'm just saying.
You can just barely hear Daniel
laughing. Daniel's laugh mostly descended into like bad mic garbage, but like you could just barely hear it happening. You
I'm
knew.
Just saying,
you knew it was occurring.
I'm just saying, if we gatekept a little harder, maybe like half this shit wouldn't have happened, and you know, 2012, 2013 wouldn't have been the last best year of fucking video games. No,
maybe there wouldn't
if we gatekept planes, 9/11 would have never happened.
Maybe there wouldn't be so many morbidly obese neckbeards with My Little Pony t-shirts.
Okay, those we should have fucking threw those people against the wall at the very beginning, and we would also be dealing with half the problems we'd be fucking dealing with. But
fuck up, Mo Diggity! Oh my god! Now we're talking about fucking killing bronies.
Should be those who would harm these little ones should have a heavy millstone tied around their neck and thrown into the sea. It's in the Bible.
You know, we're talking a lot about art, and it somehow transitions into genocide. And there's a pattern I'm recognizing that I've seen before.
I know. Have you guys ever heard of this one German painter? I hear he's pretty good.
Don't worry, I'm a decent.
I love German
Pablo
painters.
Picasso.
I'm a decent artist, and I actually have records underneath my belt. So you know, I'm not a failed artist. So there's no. You know, no way I'm going to start a riot or anything like
Mo,
that.
There's a difference between having records and having successful records. Just having records doesn't make you a not failed artist.
Bull fucking shit. Because everyone makes fun of No, like for real. Do you think like fucking? Do you think Hitler would have done Hitler things if everyone stopped calling him a shitty artist? The beauty of being underground.
No, actually,
the beauty of being underground is no one knows your shit. And you can just hawk it to like a select group of people. And, you know, so I get positive reinforcement all the time. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, dude, this is the 5 friends I gave my record said it was really
fuck that.
good.
I don't care. If they gave me $5 fucking bucks, that's a fucking album sale. I don't give a shit. I probably, be set before, and this is before the internet, so that meant something.
You know what that's
Now
called?
that doesn't mean
Diggity?
shit.
Charity
Now that
is
doesn't
what
mean
that's
shit.
called.
What?
The actual content of the record had nothing to do with why your friend would give you $5. They're receiving something for the charity they're giving you.
Bro, if I could get a friend to just give me $5 out of the kindness of their heart, oh my god, I
Yeah,
would
Riley,
be
what
rolling
friends are
in dough.
kindly giving you $5?
You just have to air a pathetic enough aura like Mo Diggity does, and you'll be golden.
Then why haven't you gotten money yet?
Exactly.
Because I don't air a pathetic aura. I pretend to be cool.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
My grind set out here.
When I go out in real life and meet real friends, I try to pretend I'm not a complete fucking waste of space.
Yeah, but they can tell you're lying, and that gives off a pathetic aura.
No, it doesn't.
Listen, Riley,
People
no
love
human is
me.
worthy of the amount of space you take up.
Shut up. Yes, Daniel. Everybody should.
I have something very important to say.
People need to not talk over Daniel because the other person will win every time because Daniel mic sucks so bad.
Well, that's just his problem. That's what we do on this show. We talk over everyone.
Yeah. Shut up, Andrew. What's up, Daniel?
Shut up, Riley.
I don't believe you.
Well, you know what?
Okay. Well, now Daniel's adding to this. See, even he says it. So I think
leave it
you've
to my
lost
boy
this
Daniel
argument.
to be super based.
He's not just base; he's super base.
He's super based.
He is the definition of base. You look in the dictionary, and the picture of Daniel's right there.
That picture is actually a picture of the guy from the "All Your Base or Belong to Us" meme.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, that just unlocked a core memory.
But are there any other artistic mediums out there that there is an argument to be had as to whether they be considered art besides
No, because
porn?
everything is art.
Memes.
Yeah, memes are art.
Okay, there. Okay,
Oh,
you got me
memes.
there.
No, memes are art.
There's definitely
Andrew, they don't have you.
here.
Memes are art.
No.
There are definitely memes that are art. There are definitely memes that are like just they exist just for whatever fucking pornographic debauchery.
Not all memes are art. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there are definitely a plethora of memes that are art.
Yes. I would like to put this out here.
Hold on, wait.
If there's a wall of text,
So
and
if
the
we
wall
agree
of text
that
isn't being made fun of, that is not art.
okay. Wait, so if we agree that all memes are equals, but some memes are more equal than others, I just gotta know, what do you mean by that, an artful meme?
Hold on,
I'll send Daniel the image. He's got to see my favorite meme.
Oh god, I have to pay attention to my phone during these?
I'm sorry, bro.
I mean, me personally, I'm on my phone at least about 30% of this podcast.
I don't know if you guys heard my point. My connection went away.
No.
What did you hear me say?
I didn't. I lied.
Oh yeah, you did lie to me.
So
Okay. I said that I don't know. I'm kind of like giving cucked arguments to try to make myself seem more reasonable. But my real position is that like literally any media created for the purpose of consumption is art.
No, because Ohio memes are not art, and they will never be art.
Literally everything that is created media is art.
No,
it doesn't have to be good art to be art.
Wait, hold on.
It does.
Yeah, Riley, but what if I don't like it?
Then it's still art. It's just art you don't like.
No, that's not how it works. If I don't like it, it's not real art.
Everybody shut up. Nobody can hear Daniel over you. What is it, Daniel?
Between bad art and not art. Okay, there's a difference there. There are things that one person might classify as art that are not art on the whole. For example, going to a museum and taping a banana onto the wall and putting a little placard next to it.
That is art in some form.
No.
Is it art or is it just a joke? Are
jokes art? Jokes are art.
Jokes are art for sure.
Jokes are art, yeah.
Except
I have
for
a good
Ohio
one.
jokes.
I have a good one for you guys.
A good joke? Okay.
Not a joke, a good dilemma.
That's true. Okay, what's the dilemma, Demi? What's the dilemma?
This is for Riely mainly. Riely,
Okay.
is our podcasts art? Is this podcast
No.
art?
Duh.
Some
No.
are, but not this.
Okay,
This
everybody
is
shut
not
the hell
art.
up. Yeah, we get it. It's funny because I'm calling it not art because I don't like it. It's so fucking funny. And then you're gonna be, oh, it's not a joke. Oh, who said I was joking? It's funny because it's a joke, and I
Bro,
said
can
it's not
you
a joke.
shut off?
I'm gonna blow my fucking head off right now. I got a gun, aiming at the ceiling.
I want the new. I
Okay.
want the new. It's not a joke to become. Can you shut off?
Can you shut
Okay,
up?
Riely.
What's up, Demi?
Would this this right now is art, right? This
Yes.
podcast. Would it be art if we realized shit, we weren't recording?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Would it be art if we just started fucking?
No, that would be a federal crime.
It wouldn't be art because it wouldn't be something that was created for the purpose of consumption because we didn't create it because we weren't recording it. Like if there was a painter who just like closed his eyes and became one with the world and made his paintings, but then one time he accidentally didn't have paint. That art wouldn't exist.
You think the transience of something changes whether it's art or not? The art of conversation is a beautiful conversation, regardless of whether you record it or not.
I suppose that's true. That isn't something I really can say. I think my definition of art is maybe a little too close-minded, even where I think it has to be something that is like created and distributed. But I guess even beyond that,
Nature is God's
things can
art.
be art. That's
a
true.
performance on a stage is art.
You guys keep doing this thing where you don't actually argue whether or not something is art, and you just set art as like some standard of like quality, where you're like, well, it's not good.
No.
You keep arguing about whether or not something is good. You're not arguing whether or not it's art. First of all, what is art? Can we talk about this? What the fuck is art?
We literally just were. What the fuck are you talking about? Pay attention to the conversation, bro.
I am. Riely said art is anything that's created to be distributed.
Yeah, he said that like 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Media that is created to be consumed. That was my definition.
Be consumed, yeah, okay.
We've gone through a lot more conversations since then, and we were literally talking about the thing. You bitched at us about, like, why are you bitching
We haven't actually agreed on a definition of art yet. And we're all
arguing about something you need
we're arguing whether or not certain things are art, and everybody's just pulling the same shit in their own direction with completely different definition of what art is. So it's completely
because that's how art is such a broad topic that it's a different definition per person.
Is this not what you expected, Demi Glue, when you brought in the artistic mediums topic?
I'm not saying it's not what I expected, but like, do you want me to just like sit here and just like let people have an illogical rant and just like, just exchange their intrusive thoughts?
You're not having an argument, so it's not cool.
You just have to keep in mind who holds.
No, Jason, you fat fucking idiot. Jason, you fat fucking idiot. I'm not saying you're not having an argument, so it's not cool. What I'm saying is that we're having a baseless argument that's just a heated exchange of intrusive thoughts rather than an actual conversation. This isn't a conversation. This is just people yelling
art
what comes to their fucking head.
Autistic like that, bro.
You are like 100% incorrect, man. If you think that we're all going to come up on the same definition of what art is, like, the definition of what art is subjective. You and I literally got in an argument about what is art, and I think that pornography can't be art because I think pornography and art are the same type of category. They're both under the veil of visual media.
Hey Siri, what is art?
What is this guy even saying?
Yeah, now you've confused me.
The process of creating an expressive work intended to be appreciated for its beauty or emotional power.
I would argue that porn is made to be appreciated for its beauty.
I just want to point out that
I don't agree with that.
Demi is being shitty about it. I'm genuinely asking, what do you mean by this, Daniel?
What do you mean by
this? The definition that was just said about art is true. However, I am saying that description is not true of pornography. Pornography does not exist for its beauty. Pornography exists for its pleasure. There is a distinct difference between beauty and pleasure.
And to give pleasure, it has to look
beauty
good.
literally means
beauty of sex to
be beautiful is to incite pleasure. That's what beautiful is. It's to be admired.
Beauty does inherently incite pleasure, not in the way of your penis every time, but it does incite some sort of pleasure.
Pornography does not have to be beautiful.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
we didn't say it had to be.
Nothing has to be.
Yeah, but if it's not beautiful and it's pornography, and art is made for its beauty, and the pornography was made for the not beautiful thing.
Nobody's saying that it's inherently artistic. We're just saying that it is an artistic medium in the sense that there is a category of art that's defined as being pornographic. That was the point.
I think I can't agree on this. I just can't.
Because you're a fat fucking retard, okay? That's why. Because you're just porn is bad. Porn can't be art. Art is
exactly.
Because anything that has any word that has positive connotation, you will never prescribe a word that has positive connotation to something you don't like, because you fucking thick-skulled nematodes have no objective worldview. That's why.
But because you actually like to hyper-analyze other people and make up bullshit about them so that you can attack it, but it's really just a straw man because you don't actually understand other people's points of view.
You want to talk about straw mans? Okay, buddy. Why don't you shut the fuck up? Like, first of all, we can't understand a word you're saying. Second of all, we can't understand a word you're saying. Third of all,
Demigloom seems to create the sort of environment where every time we introduce a new person into it that she doesn't already like, she creates an actively hostile relationship.
Honestly, it's a complex. It's a complex. It actually is.
It's a beautiful complex.
Do you guys think I started this shit?
I think it's just
yes.
You guys really think I started
really,
this?
honestly.
Yes.
Bro has been talking shit this whole time and slowly escalating it. I'm supposed to just sit here and just take it? No, I'm gonna match his fucking energy.
Different people having different opinions about what the definition of art is, and that the definition of what is art is subjective. I'm telling you my subjective opinion, you dumb, dense, illiterate, fucking linguistically impaired motherfucker. Holy shit, shut the fuck up. Get off your fucking high horse, sit the fuck down, and be fucking normal, you autistic fucking idiot. Holy shit.
You can't hear that.
Great content here on the Issue Crew.
Daniel, can you repeat that, please? I didn't understand what you were saying.
No.
You understood exactly. you know exactly what he meant by that.
I heard like 5 words out of that.
This guy's fucking molding right now.
So, anyways, do you guys think cooking is art? I think it is.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I like cooking. Because I like it, that makes it art, yeah. Because that's how we define art now.
The beautiful looks. I will put in this, though. British food, not art.
True.
Yeah, we don't like British food.
True.
Since we don't like it, that makes it not art. Because art means I like it.
Can you shut up?
Can you kill yourself?
No,
Can you actually point the fucking 9mm pistol from the bottom of your head? Point it towards the ceiling against your chin, please.
Dude, do you not know what a joke is? Have you ever heard a joke before?
Have you ever heard of a joke before?
Have you? Have you ever heard a fucking joke?
Guys,
I'm taking Demigloom too seriously at this point.
I think he's being a butt mad little.
Nah, you're just taking
Yeah,
that.
and there
You
it
can't
is.
say
And
that
there it
word
is.
here.
There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Roll the credits.
Roll credits.
So, anyways,
we're back in
cooking.
We've got a new person to put into the category of people that can't be in the same room as Demigloom.
For real.
Wait, hold on. Daniel, do you actually think
Brad's
it's funny?
in there, Baz is in there.
Do you actually think it's funny just to say that because you don't like something, it's not art? Do you actually think that's funny? Because if so, I think you are genuinely like cognitively impaired.
Demigloom, we've all been making this joke the entire time. Why are you specifically directing this towards Daniel?
I'm used to your guys' stupidity.
The answer is yes, and the reason the answer is yes is because you're fucking pissed off about it.
So making people pissed off is inherently funny.
No, making you pissed off is funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, making Demigloom pissed off is pretty funny.
Because you start like hyper analyzing stuff and you get butt mad.
So you're gonna provide a definition for something, and as soon as I'm like, hi, I'd like to approach this with a critical eye, and perhaps think that maybe you're not exactly right. I'm gonna explain that you're wrong because you're wrong, and it's like, oh my god, that's hyper analyzing. That's not hyper analyzing. It's just you being wrong and me being right because I'm smart and you're dumb, and I'm right and you're wrong. I am intelligent. My brain is bigger than yours, okay? Lightning bolts shoot through my fingertips.
I warm up with your mouth. My dick is like easy, mediocre, 10 inches across.
That's not the first.
Everybody shut up. Neryl uploaded a new
I'm a
video.
CEO and
Oh
10K a
shit!
day.
Hold on, I gotta go watch some.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second. Bro.
Yeah. No, but okay, so I see the point Demi is making, where we are here to an extent. I think arguing about the definition of art was always going to be a part of this podcast. However, the way that Demi Gloom is going about it and being a jerk to new people, because she always does
She is
that for
not
some
being
reason.
a jerk.
I'm literally not being a
She's
jerk.
just
I'm literally
doing-
matching
You
this
actually
motherfucker.
are.
This guy already called me a. He already went there. Okay, so
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
understand
yeah,
it
yeah.
And
totally.
okay, but like I feel like my point is completely being missed. That you're not going to come on an answer between all of us that art has a specific definition.
Hold
This
on,
is not
hold
going
on.
to happen.
that has
Hold
nothing
on.
to do with what I was saying.
Shut the
on,
fuck
wait,
up.
wait,
Let
Literally
Kathy
nothing.
say her second sentence for this podcast. Kathy, go.
Did you just say come?
I'm glad that both me and Kathy got it.
Answer the question.
Answer, buddy.
Oh, what was the question again?
You say
Did
come,
she-
yes or no, answer the
Did
question.
you say come? Yes or no? That's an important question that the board
I
is.
honestly can't remember whether my sentence had the word "come" in it.
Oh my
Oh, you just
fucking
said it
God,
now.
this
You just
guy's-
said it now.
He said it
Lock
now.
him up,
He
boys.
said come. He said
Oh,
come.
I said it. I have no idea what you guys are going on about, but woo,
I
come.
think
Oh, this guy's a
Hell yeah.
The
dumbass.
Christian Union of Men.
You're not allowed to
think-
say that word, bro.
Half of us aren't men.
I think come is art.
You can make it art.
No.
No, you can make it art. Kathy's
If
on
I
the
drew
right
if I
idea.
drew a smiley face with it, then yeah.
Yeah, then it would
I
be
just
art.
got an idea.
Okay.
Well, in that case, the come is the medium. So yeah, I guess whatever.
Guys, quick. So somebody pitch a discussion question before this becomes awkward and sad.
No.
Oh, it's
Riley,
good.
I
do
don't
you
know.
pick co-hosts based on how well you think they're gonna go with Demigloom to make this show what it's supposed to be of us arguing against each other?
It's
Or do you
not what it's
pick
supposed
co-hosts-
to be. We're here
That
to
is
have like
entirely what it's
real
supposed to be.
discussions. No, we have
I don't think
arguments
we. I don't think we were
occasionally.
ever here to have real
Yeah, no,
discussions. I
none
don't think
of
that
us
was
have
ever the
ever
Oh my
been
goal.
god,
here.
everybody shut up. The definition of what a real discussion is varies person for person, just like the definition of art. And that's what I think makes art so beautiful. The fact
Holy
that its
shit.
definition changes so wildly from person
Yeah,
to
except
person.
for when you,
To me,
except for when you disagree.
okay, boo-hoo, cry about it. I think that, like, honestly, something that, like, makes me just appreciate art so much more is coming to that realization that, like, something that I consider art, like, I'm looking at an amiibo on my shelf right now. This is artistic as hell. If I were to show this to a, like, 70-year-old Vietnam War vet, he would probably tell me to fuck off and say that this is not art. But honestly, that's chill, all right? His definition is different. I respect him for his words. I respect me for my words. We go our own ways, to each their own merit. But, like, the fact that, like, it's so different, like so incomprehensibly different from person to person, it is just so wild. Somebody could look at the Mona Lisa and say that is not art, and then they could look at a cool looking tree and say that is art, and that's beautiful.
I mean, you could also say 2 + 2 = 5 as well.
Oh,
Will you
God,
shut up?
Demi.
Will you act?
Will you
Get
shut
out
up,
of
man?
Jason,
Shut up, man.
I actually mainly agree with your sentiment here, but like the idea that like two people can have varying interpretations of like what is and isn't art is not like I don't see the beauty in that. What's so beautiful about some people being
It's
wrong?
interesting to hear what nobody's wrong.
yeah.
This is all subjective. Like we
Listen.
can argue about our particular points till kingdom come because it's fun to argue.
Oh, he
But
said
at the end of the day, yep, of course.
I find the beauty from those different definitions. I find that is beautiful because it is so interesting to listen to like what people's interpretations of all these like artistic mediums are. You know, like going back to architecture, I talked about this like with another friend saying like, yeah, I think architecture is a very underappreciated artistic medium, and they like it blew their fucking mind because like I just find it so interesting that like not everybody thinks that way, you know? Not everybody like it's so interesting seeing how people think, and you take in all these different views and you take all the best parts of those views and form it into your own, and that's just something beautiful.
a huge part of it is you get to see why other people appreciate it by poking at the reason they like something or don't like something. You get to see their reasoning behind it, and they can actually turn your opinion. You can see,
Exactly.
like, if you live in a certain place where you don't see the beauty because you see it every day, and then you watch like a tourist come to your area and you're like, oh my God, you get to look at these giant, beautiful hills all day, every day.
Exactly. That's actually like the perfect example. Holy shit.
Or even if you live in a holy shit, really loud vehicle outside. Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Oh, go on, take your time. We have time to kill. We do the show for at least like an hour and a half. Except for last week.
Well, we don't always do it for an hour. It's at least an hour. And I don't know what other half hour we're gonna get out of this. I think we've reached our.
What do you mean? We
grander
definitely
point.
have
I don't know.
another.
Demigloom left, so now we can have fun.
Weren't we supposed to talk about our? Oh, wait, no, never mind. I'm fucking stupid as shit. Motherfucker.
Ooh, I have a fun question for everyone. What's
What
your
is the
favorite?
question?
What's your favorite piece of art? And like, it could be any artistic medium. Just like, but what is your favorite? And don't feel pressured if you don't have an answer.
Okay, I have a clear-cut answer for this.
Okay.
So do I.
It's a poem. It's my favorite poem. It's the only poem I have memorized. I'll just recite it if you guys can hear well enough.
I'll try my
Here,
best to
I'll
listen.
change it. What lips my lips have kissed, and where and why I have forgotten, and what arms have lain beneath my head till morning. But the rain is full of ghosts tonight that tap and sigh upon the glass, listening for reply. Yet in my heart there stirs a quiet pain for unremembered lads who not again will turn to me at midnight with a cry. Thus in the winter stands the lonely tree, yet knows what birds have vanished one by one, but knows its boughs more silent than before. I cannot say what loves have come and gone. I only know that summer sang in me a little while, and in me sings no more. But lips my lips have kissed, Edna St. Vincent Millay. It's about a woman who is sad about the fact that she gave out her body and her heart to so many different people over so many years, and she regrets not knowing all these different people who she was so intimate with. She's regretting the disparity between the intimacy she's experienced in physicalness and the intimacy she's experienced in relationships. She's lamenting that difference.
I like it. It's cool. What is it? Can you send me the name?
Yeah, I'll post it in the chat.
But we didn't talk about poetry or like literature.
Fuck, how did we not do that?
I know, that's crazy.
Stupid?
I have
a lot of our
something.
conversations were about like whether something is or is not art, and I don't think it's an argument whether poetry and literature are art. I think they're one of the cornerstones of art.
I've just been bringing up stuff that I think is like a cool like artistic medium that we don't really focus on every day. But like I have something to admit, everybody. I, Jason Jelliu, have unironically been reading a book and enjoying it. I know. I hear you all gasp.
I can't believe this.
I hear you all gasp. Sound effects in post that I put. I know. Now, listen. Like you, like every normal Zoomer, I thought reading was really, really, really lame because I lose my spot on the page and have to restart, and then I get angry and give up. But recently, I've been recommended a book from my uncle, and it's called Ham on Rye by Charles Bukowski. And I'm kind of enjoying it, not gonna lie.
Have you read War of the Worlds?
Have you read War of the Worlds? Yes. Have you read The Outsiders? Yeah, everybody did for their 7th grade class.
What's that?
I don't think
Shut
I've
the
ever
fuck
read
up,
that.
Andrew.
No, that's a serious question.
Mo has. I know Mo hasn't because he's very old.
Everybody's read The Outsiders. It came free with your fucking 7th grade English class.
I'm telling you, I didn't read The Outsiders. I went to the first 7th grade class that existed.
You have the outsider. That's art right there. That video, that meme, that's art.
Definitely, 100%.
But it was like the one book I liked in school. It's all right. I guess Andrew wouldn't know, but like, I don't know. I know a lot of people have like read it for middle school. I don't even know why. I don't know what like academic benefit it has reading it. It's just a story about a kid running away and then coming back and being like, "I'm back, guys." And then his friends die. Spoilers.
I used to read all the time, actually, when I was in like 5th grade. I would body the shit out of books left and right.
I hated books because I became a psychological liar when I was handed my first like reading log. You know?
Because you were supposed to. I did the same thing. 2nd grade.
Reading logs. All my homies hate reading logs.
Bro, nobody likes them, and everybody who had to participate in one unanimously agreed that like if they have no interest in reading, that is the reason why. Because I feel like I would have enjoyed like reading if it weren't for the fact that like I was forced to read, and most of the time I was forced to read boring stuff that did not interest me.
Speaking of which, I have to read a book from one of my college classes soon.
Don't.
Just don't.
Well, I would not read it, but I don't trust myself. So
reading is good and based. You should always read. You should be reading right now.
You know, instead of podcasting, we should all be reading for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna read you all the Odyssey.
Well, welcome to the Issue Crew Book Club. I am your host, Riley.
Man, this would go so bad with my audio dyslexia.
First book we're talking about, the Industrial Revolution and its consequences on society.
Yeah, Kathy and I might review a book someday. We've agreed we're just allowed to review whatever we want in the movie review podcast because it's funny, even if it's not a movie. So maybe Kathy and I will review a book sometime. Kathy, what book should we review?
The Bible.
Hitler Youth. One that I read in 8th grade.
Kathy, did Kathy just try to talk? I heard like a very faint voice come out of Kathy's mic.
War of the Worlds.
Maybe. I hear that one's pretty good. What's everybody's favorite book? What's your favorite book, Daniel?
The Bible.
Answer my question of what was my favorite piece of art. And we're just skipping through.
Yeah.
What's your favorite pieces of art? Oh, I didn't hear your book about your book. God damn it! Your question about your favorite piece of art.
It was so good. I wrote a book on it.
It's very hard to pick a favorite piece of art because that's like the broadest you can get.
And okay, Andrew, what about you?
My favorite probably goes down to something along the lines of music, whether it be
if it's some Machine Gun Kelly fucking rap bullshit.
No, I'm gonna list a rap project, but I'm not listing Machine Gun Kelly. I can't believe you would say such things, such horrendous things.
What's this rap project that? I don't think rap is art, personally.
Oh my god, that is an argument we are having. Demi Gloom, I need you to come back.
No, I was joking.
All rap is equal, but some rap is more equal than others.
No. Some's just much better than others. Like fucking objectively.
I'm gonna ask you: have you ever listened to "Pimp a Butterfly" by Kendrick Lamar, Riley?
No, and I think that Kendrick Lamar is bad.
Ooh, I'm gonna turn into Kanye in a minute. But excluding that, I'm not going to talk about Pimp a Butterfly. I'm not going to talk about Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly because I don't really care for the project, if I'm being honest. It's a good project, but not my favorite. My favorite hip-hop project is Denzel Curry's Taboo. Definitely shows a lot of artistic styles, whether it be the shit that he did with Zilla Kami and JPEG Mafia, or the song with Billie Eilish and Jid. It definitely shows a lot of different styles, shows a lot of diversity. I'll go with a song that I also could consider to be one of my favorite pieces of art and or media, being Quadeca's one of his bigger singles. What was it called? Born Yesterday, I think. Now I have to look it up because I don't trust myself. God damn it, I had this all planned out.
I think
Born Yesterday. Bathroom art isn't shit. Please tell me.
Bathroom art is a very underappreciated. I was gonna make a joke, but you answered your question too quickly.
Bathroom art is in fucking shit in the live, laugh, love photos that I have hanging in my
Those
bathroom.
are art, all right.
I feel like bullying Kathy because she hasn't said 2 words tonight. What's your favorite piece of art, Kathy? Tell us. I like that one too. That was really good.
I will assume that Kathy will either say some like very complicated book that nobody read, or some sort of like computer code that's like really cool. Which I think is robotics are definitely art. Do you guys agree with that?
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, Kathy's back.
Kathy, why are you 2 rooms away from your mic? Please get closer.
The videos where those dudes, the scientists, are beating the shit out of the robot. Those are definitely art.
Yes.
Wait, what's definitely art? I missed that.
The videos that like MIT makes where they beat the shit out of their robots.
Oh hell yeah, that's one of the best forms of arts, I think.
Robot abuse.
Is Kathy just dead?
Yes.
Okay.
She's like 6 feet away from her mic for probably she's probably like playing a video game that requires her to be away from her computer. And she's like, no, I'm just not going to get closer to my mic. It's
Kathy, what's your favorite piece of art?
I genuinely don't know.
Okay. If you think of one, then we'll come back to you later then. Mo, do you have one?
That's a hell of a fucking question to answer, but I guess like, well, you know what? There's a painting that had a real profound effect on me when I was 26, I think. I was fucking hanging with some friends, and we went to a museum. It was like an art museum. It had sculptures, all that bullshit. We had a good old time, but there was one painting in particular that stood out for me. It was called "And Diogenes Threw His Cup Away." And this is my first exposure to Diogenes. This is back in 2006.
Wait, what is it called again?
Diogenes Threw His Cup Away. The story of the painting is Diogenes is this famous, basically homeless fucking philosopher that just chilled out in Rome, right? Julius Caesar. Yeah, the world's first quote unquote cynic, right? You know, he was there in a time where fucking like, you know, Plato and all of them were running around. Julius Caesar came and sacked Rome. He went to go meet Diogenes. He meets him, Caesar does, and says, I can offer you anything. What would you like? And Diogenes looks at him and goes, can you move a few feet to the left? You're in my sun. And, you know, because he was just chilling out. But anyway, the picture was he was trying to lead a life of the most leisure, you know, the least aggravating way, like no drama whatsoever, you know, basically the Roman equivalent to Hakuna Matata. And so anyway, so he carried a little fucking cup around that he used to drink. And one day he was walking around the river doing his usual river business in the morning, and he sees a young man like with his face planted in the fucking water, drinking like that. And it blew his mind. He was like, I've been using a cup like a sucker. I could have just been face planted in the fucking river. And so he threw his cup away. And, you know, it's Diogenes is so great for stoners in their mid-20s, because I was a stoner in my mid-20s, and it blew my fucking mind away. I was like, whoa, he does nothing, but now found a way to do even less than nothing. You know, like, you know, he Hakuna Mata'd my Matata.
That is a very stoner thing to be mind blown.
Yeah, it fucking my fucking mind, and it was a beautiful art piece. And yeah, it's that was the story of one of my first exposure to Diogenes, the philosopher, the cynic, and this picture. And I never really, I liked art, but I didn't care for art up until that time. And there was a bunch of great other pieces, like I love sculptures and statues a whole lot. I just think they look cool. Because it's like, how do you take a picture with marble? Let me show you.
Yeah. There's a lot of like different variations of this painting on Google Images.
It would have been the Greek Empire, and that would have been Alexander the Great.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. I wasn't sure if it was Caesar or him, but it was basically back in the heyday, like when everyone was watching the early Simpsons and the early Family Guy. I was there, man. It was so cool. You missed the scene.
It was, you don't talk to that guy
Did I misunderstand what Mo was saying, or was he saying that like the Roman Empire was back in the day of old Simpsons?
Oh, you fucking retard! I was
Riley.
Person to like being there.
I was saying that in the that late 20th century is when Rome was still around. Yeah.
Why do you people ruin everything significant that I have to say on this show? I hate you all so much. Deeply.
I was trying to be a silly little guy. You ain't gotta be so mean to me.
I am looking at these there's a lot of variations of this painting, but I'm looking at them all now. They go hard.
Yeah. It fucking really does sort of blow your mind. Like, how do you Hakuna Matata? You're a Hakuna Matata. Well, fucking Diogenes found a fucking way. And, and a lot of what he had to say is very, it's enlightening, but it does make you think a little bit. And, there's something like Diogenes to sort of make you reevaluate a lot of stances on some things. Because like you just need a fresh pair of eyes, and he's not like pretentious or anything. He loved trolling other philosophers back then too. Like we don't have the whole fucking podcast to talk about Diogenes, but yeah, look up his stuff. It's fucking cool.
I mean, we got 34 more minutes, Mo. So if you want to talk about Diogenes,
I am not prepared. I'm not prepared to talk about Diogenes. I am not.
I can bring up one Diogenes story before we move on, if you want.
Oh, hell yeah.
So one of the things that was the big debate of the time was that they were trying to come up with a proper definition for what a human is, what a man is.
Oh, I love this.
So Plato was out there saying that, it's very clear what a man is. A man is a featherless biped. They didn't know what monkeys were. They didn't have other bipedal animals around in the area, so they wouldn't have known other bipeds.
Do you know about the the memes going around?
Oh yeah, I know the memes. I've seen them.
Daniel's seen the memes. He's hip to the memes.
I know, but I fucking love the featherless biped memes.
Where was I? Diogenes hears about this, and he's like, yeah, okay. He invades Plato in the middle of one of his classes he's teaching with a chicken he's plucked, and he throws it on Plato's little pulpit he's speaking from, and he screams, "Behold, Plato's man!"
That's pretty good.
Hilarious.
Behold, Plato's man. That's good. That's a good bit.
So now there's a bunch of memes where they'll just like take some guy has 2 feet and they'll be like, "Behold." He was a funny dude. His aha moment was watching another kid use his hands instead of a bowl. I mean, come on.
There are a lot of historical figures that's like, it's fun to like figure out that they were just like a silly guy back then.
just a wacky little dude.
Like I said this before on this podcast, but Woodrow Wilson would literally just call Secret Service agents into the Oval Office, and then he'd hide under the desk, and they'd freak out because they didn't know where he went. He was just playing a little goof.
That is so unbelievably funny. I did not know that. Holy shit.
It's really funny.
George Bush Sr. met Dana Carvey, and Dana Carvey's a famous impressionist, right? And so he has a fucking spot on like George Herbert Walker Bush, like back in the early 90s, W's dad. And he goes, so I heard you really do a good impression of me. He goes, hey, my Secret Service agent is Bob. Tell him to come in here. He goes, all right, watch this. Hey, Bob, come in here. And he just fucking comes in. Well, what's wrong, sir? And like him and Bush just start fucking laughing their asses off.
That's hilarious. I love that a lot.
Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart has a song that's literally called "Lick My Dick and Ball" or "Lick My Asshole Good and Right."
My favorite
Mozart arshole.
Dude, yeah, freaking European like Baroque composers go like way harder than they need to with like the fucking sense of humor they had.
Pretty harsh. Pretty
fun though.
Check this out. So Benjamin Franklin, I don't know if you know about this. Benjamin Franklin is a degenerate, and he wrote a sort of semi-erotic, kind of suggestive text, and he liked older women, like he liked the MILFs.
Based.
You guys ever watch Metalocalypse?
And prostitutes. Yeah, fuck yeah, of course.
He's like Squizgar. He likes the G-MILFs.
Oh, you'll see. Grandma's likes those fucks.
There's a show that's art. Everything Brendan Small's ever done, ever.
I agree to that. I totally agree to that. Home movies should be
art.
Home movies is totally art because it's like super simplistic art. It's like art like this is the best I can do. Let me try
dialogue.
Yeah, and because the dialogue, it's like Dr. Katz, professional therapist. You know,
awesome.
You're not there for the art. Well, you're kind of there for the art because it's a niche market, but like you're there for like the story because the story and the characters are more interesting than you'll get, and it'll be more interesting than anything you'll get from the art itself. Really, it's just low quality. It's like C Lab 2021. You know?
Yeah. Slight topic change I want to do. I just thought of this. Guys, What is your favorite mix of something that where it's like a mixed medium, part of it is art, part of it is not? So here's my example, my favorite example. I would consider the visuals of the show Xavier Renegade Angel. They're funny, but they're not there to be beautiful. I do not consider the visuals to be art. But the dialogue is so like infinitely clever, and there are so many different layers to every single line. I actually broke down like a minute and a half of dialogue, and there were like 190 jokes in a minute and a half of dialogue, just layered jokes on top of one another.
He gets it.
And I mean, unironically.
I think Super Jail would fall into that category. I think,
yes,
because that shit's fucking because that shit's so psychedelic and like will like peer through your fucking skull, right? But it's really amazing. Like even though like most of it's like 80% of it's fucking like LOL, I'm so random. Look at me, sort of art and fucking show, and I love that too. But like every once in a while,
Penguin of Doom.
Yeah, but every once in a while they'll come up with a real banger fucking episode, and like the art style really complements it. The people who did that are very accomplished, I think. Same thing with Venture Brothers too. I can go all day about animated fucking cartoons. What I think they are.
Venture Bros great.
I have an answer. Mine is a bit cryptic, but I'll try to explain it to the best of my ability. For me, I'd say my answer is No More Heroes 3. Because
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, dude, I like that sort of art style. It's the same style I think that Beautiful Joe has.
Yeah, like very cel shaded. Well, I mean, that's No More Heroes 1. No More Heroes 3 is a bit different, like in art style. But like I'm saying,
yeah.
Sorry, I'm saying like the story and like gameplay. It's very nonsensical, very stupid. It's meant to be very whatever. But you take into the subtext, like. Basically, you take into the subtext that this is the last No More Heroes game, and that like this is Suda51's the creator of the game. This is like his send off to the series, and like before he has to give up his rights to the IP of No More Heroes because he technically never owned it in the first place. But like you take all that in, and then like some of these cutscenes, they just have this like minuscule subtext that makes you realize like, holy shit, this goes so much deeper than it actually does. Because like the game ends on like sort of like a cliffhanger, like teasing a No More Heroes 4. But like if it ever happens, Suda51 won't be there. But like instead he's saying like there's this whole like thing that like Travis Touchdown, the main character, is not allowed to die because he's a character. Fans will not let him die. And like you kind of realize this through like this subtext of like Suda51's like development history with the No More Heroes IP. And it's insane.
So does No More Heroes has the same situation that like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon did then? Where like the original developer actually had no rights and they only made 3 games and now they don't make the games anymore?
Yeah, nobody knows if any more No More Heroes games will be made, but like they don't belong to Suda or Grasshopper Manufacturing.
Many such cases.
I'd say video games in general, because while computer science itself isn't art, I believe it can produce art, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's the most logical thing said today.
You know what? That is the perfect lead away to the most recent trend in art. AI art.
Oh Lord!
Oh man!
Oh
you
man!
know, before everyone gets off on their rants, I just fucking find it highly funny that the people, the artist community mostly, who shit on truckers and all that, and fast food workers and shit. You know, the lower class who are so much lower than these fucking YouTuber artists and shit.
What are you talking about?
Shut the fuck up!
Fuck are you talking about, Mo Diggity?
Yeah,
I know exactly where
up
Mo's
and
about
let
to
me
go
fucking
with this.
just stop interrupting.
Get on with it!
I think it's fucking shut the fuck up.
Go.
Speak, mortal.
Get on with it already.
Oh well, I fucking hate it when y'all fucking do that shit, man. Like, shut the fuck up.
For every podcast from now on, we're just gonna rush Mo.
Yeah, don't fucking rush me. Like, you have literally nothing else to. What else are you going to do tonight?
Go to sleep.
Okay.
I was gonna watch a new
What
episode
else
of
are you gonna
Vinland
do?
Saga and eat ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Those are important activities.
Imagine being a weeb. Wow.
Anyway,
Hey, Vinland Saga is beyond art. All right.
So I think it's super funny that the people who are bagging on truckers and all that losing their jobs to AI and stuff like that are the ones who are actually losing their jobs and livelihoods to AI. I think that's fucking funny.
Honestly, I think it's really based that artists are losing their jobs.
Shut the fuck up, Kathy.
Shut up. Okay. I don't think they will be losing jobs to AI art because, like, I do. I'm gonna try and like walk on eggshells as best as I can here, but like, I do see AI art as art. But like, if a person draws a painting, you can't get another person to perfectly replicate that same painting. And it's the same principle with AI art and like human art, you know. And like, if there ever is a market for AI art, then people will be using AI art. But like, it's the
because AI is fucking know what fucking people love. That's fucking huge tits. Have you seen the cans of all these fucking things?
Dude, these AI art titties
no, seriously.
are
Hold on. This is what AI art would be. This is what art looks like. Now this is AI art with double G cups. You know, like what the fuck is happening here? Like no one told it to fucking make that.
Can I speak about this since I'm actually like an AI person?
Yeah. Let's give Kathy the floor. Go ahead, Kathy.
I hope all of the artists are starving by next year.
Based.
Did I ever tell
You see, why is Kathy even on this fucking podcast? She hates art. She hates anything that makes people happy. She hates anything that is not just like, if this does not progress society in a meaningful way, it should burn.
Well, here's the thing.
If it doesn't regress society,
here's the thing. I hate people. The end. That's
I'm
what
not
she's
even
about to say.
joking about this. I got cut by an artist once.
Cool. Do you guys know about the Chinese AI art that depicts black people as monkeys?
Well,
oh dear God, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's losing their minds over it.
People don't understand how racist the Chinese people are.
Dude,
Like the people
hold on.
in
No,
China.
hold on.
AI
Real
is very
quick.
racist.
Dude,
We need to
hold
on. We need to not get off to the races on something else. I was trying to hear what Kathy said a minute ago. What did you say, Kathy?
One time an artist, she basically cucked me.
Oh, so that's why you hate artists, because you got cucked by an art. Okay.
Also, like, I was literally better than her in, like, every single way.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Many such cases.
Right.
Your
Cool.
statement.
Hey, can we replace Kathy on the podcast with the artist who cucked Kathy?
That would be relatively pretty funny.
Honestly, that
was trying to increase the alpha level in here.
Can we replace Demi Gloom on the podcast with the artist who cucked Kathy?
Yes. All who agree say aye.
Wow, I can't believe you.
No, I love Demi Gloom to death. I'm just very frustrated with her right now in particular.
I'm not.
Can I go back to saying, like, my thing about AI art and human art?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Okay.
Also,
well, never mind. I guess I can't. Daniel said no.
Daniel said no, you can't do it.
You know, I'll permit it. I'll permit it for now.
Thank you. A blessing from the Lord.
Also, artists don't recognize the work that is required to.
Jesus, speak!
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, anyways, as I was saying, you know, it's the same principle as, like, you can't perfectly replicate
artists don't
an art
really
piece made by a different person. And basically, it's the same principle with AI art. So basically,
can you shut the fuck up?
Where yes, AI sometimes
and they
will be
don't
used
actually.
in the future.
You know, I went to the store today and I
people
bought
just,
some
like, want
apples,
human
and
hands and, like,
they
a
were
human
really juicy.
creativity. Because you're like, it was man that made the AI. You know, that's true. So, like, man is so creative to make such an AI. It is creative enough to make something that could outdo the art made by the AI. So, anyways, to you, Andrew.
Oh no, it's tennis time.
All right, back to you, Jason.
All right, to Daniel. Hey, yo, pass it back. All right, you dropped the ball. No,
wow, good tennis shot.
Why did you just throw it at me? You're such a dick. What's your fucking problem?
My God, what's your fucking problem?
Why did you pass it back?
Guys, Daniel? Was that your Demi Gloom impression? It was really good.
What?
I just realized I never gave an answer to my favorite artist art piece or whatever.
Yeah.
I also never gave an answer to my favorite art piece because that's the hardest question anybody could ever ask.
Well, do you have an answer yet?
I know. Okay, let Jason give his answer first, and then I'll talk through trying to get to my answer.
Okay, cool. But first, I just want to preface that I never gave my definition of art, so excuse me while I give myself a get out of jail free card for my pretentious ass answer to this question. My definition of art
Daniel
is anything
said no,
that
you can't
I think is beautiful. I don't care. I need this get out of jail free card because my answer is going to be more pretentious than whatever the fuck Demi Gloom would have said. My favorite artistic thing to ever exist is the entirety of Alaska.
Yo, hey yo!
I'm just so taken back, and I'm left aghast by the natural beauty of this world. And I feel like the most beautiful place on this planet is. I hope I used that word right.
He's so aghast at
No, it's Avast.
No, Avast is an antivirus software.
Avast is ahoy, me mateys! Avast.
All right, see, David got he got the joke.
David,
I was who the fuck is that guy again?
Daniel.
Daniel,
oh, shit. Aghast is not what I thought it was. Hold on, I rescind my statement.
I was trying to trick you into saying a pirate term. It was like, well, I'm so Avast. I was going to go R.
Got him.
But anyways, I'm so taken back by the Earth's natural beauty. Like I find nature really beautiful, and I feel like no place on this Earth is more beautiful than Alaska. And I'm talking like current state, like maybe back.
No, you just fucking watch too much Breaking Bad and fucking Better Call Saul.
No, I've had this infatuation since before I've seen El Camino. I'm being dead serious.
Oh, okay. All right. I was just busting your balls a little.
I forgot about the Alaska plot point in Breaking Bad. I thought that Mo Diggity had just confused Alaska with New Mexico.
Oh, no. I knew the
I mean, they're basically the same.
Basically the same place.
I don't think. Oh,
but anyways, like.
No, let Kathy go. She's talked for a collective 2 minutes. What did you say,
She's done
Kathy?
what I normally do.
Go ahead, Kathy. Say what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna say my favorite piece of art is probably just like. Have you ever been in like an open plain at night?
Yeah, that is really cool.
We're getting real deep into the definition of art.
Exactly.
We're not talking about the metal plains, right? We're talking about like a grass plain.
Yeah.
I feel like something that occurs naturally and is not created cannot be art.
No, we've definitely said that Mother Nature is art.
Oh yeah, nature is totally art. No. Yeah, nature's totally art.
Art is made.
Yeah, and the fucking Earth was, Earth made it. Like the planet made
Earth
the
is
environment.
not a person.
No, it doesn't. No,
I feel like art has to come from. I feel like art has to come from a mind, and the planet did not come from a mind.
Nature came from the mind of God, Riely.
Okay, exactly. Well, all right.
Let's not get into religion. I personally am agnostic. I don't know what's out there. But
well, no, I mean, like, not even factoring in religion at the moment. No, you're talking about like nature, like like the fucking force, right? It lives within us. It's all around us, right? That's what fucking nature is. And nature produced something, volcanoes, mountains, long grassy fields that are like stretch out for like hundreds of miles, That's very artful. The Grand Canyon is art, for example. It's just natural art.
Yeah. And either way, I have a workaround to this, even if Riely doesn't consider nature art. Photographs of nature.
All right, well, yeah, that's a good loophole.
Right, you got me. Yeah.
But anyways, I want to say that I think Alaska is really pretty. Like honestly, like one of my favorite pastimes is just like going on Google Images and just looking up like Alaskan wilderness and like just seeing like beauty, like, and it's just so pretty. It's very pretty.
I wouldn't argue about the beauty of Alaska or the natural beauty of things like the Grand Canyon. I think all of these things are very beautiful. I just personally think that art is something that has to like be
okay. Fine, photographs of Alaskan wilderness because I go on Google Images.
I know, Jason, I know, but I'm trying to make a point against like what Mo was saying, where it's like something being beautiful does not make it art. Art is something that somebody like sits down and creates.
All right, but Riely, here's a very important point. 99.9% of all forest land on the entire planet was actually planted by man sometime around 10,000 years ago.
True.
Ah, shit.
After the later Dryas impact.
Well, they've got me again. They got me again.
Yeah, Riely is getting fucking clapped right now.
Yeah, and also, Riely, that's why I said my definition of art is anything that I find beautiful.
No, I appreciate that. I'm just making a counterpoint about how
also
I feel.
watching migration patterns of wildlife during the seasons. I think that's very beautiful. You get a gigantic flock of birds, flying south for the winter. That's usually very pretty. You get like 8 or 9 flying V's. It looks really cool.
Yeah. Isn't there like a common saying that like there's art in nature?
Yeah.
Why specifically Alaska?
I think it's like the most beautiful place on the planet right now.
It is very pretty. Like that in Norway and Iceland.
What'd you say?
Iceland.
Yeah, Iceland is a very close second.
What about Siberia?
I'm sure there's art somewhere, but it's bleak and really largely untouched by man. Because it's like just too much of a ruthless, fucking unforgiving environment, like the outback in Alaska.
I would much rather be in the outback than Siberia.
Also, this is totally off topic, but I I saw a framed picture of like an Alaskan scenery like when I was like 7, and that's when this all started. But like my true like appreciation for it came to beauty when I saw a movie called Into the Wild, where a guy literally just like leaves behind everything and just decides to backpack it out in the Alaskan wilderness. Um, I don't like the ending though. Spoilers: he starves to death. Um, kind of a pussy if you ask me. Should have brought more food. L plus bozo. But yeah, like that also like really just made me appreciate like the world's beauty. Like every time I see like a pretty like a fucking Windows desktop, I just think like I live here. Splendid. I live on this
The
planet.
guy's name was Chris McCandless, by the way.
Oh, the guy Into the Wild that the story was based off of.
Chris McCandless. He lived in a bus.
Yeah, the freaking Astro World whatever bus. It was an abandoned bus, and I do know it was based off of like a real guy who did this stuff.
Subject of a lot of YouTube videos.
I have not watched any YouTube videos about it, which is strange because normally like right after I finish watching a movie, my YouTube is like flooded with recommendations because they're in my head, they're under my skin, they're in my walls.
Highly recommend checking out Mr. Ballin's video on it.
I'll check it out.
He's pretty good.
You don't even fucking. Why do you think I'm so paranoid?
Because you're always high.
Hey, Kathy.
Yeah.
Do you hear that? I think I hear Mr. Beast. Oh my god, it's Mr. Beast. I put $10 million under your skin, Kathy. Get it out, win.
Dude, Mr. Beast directing a Saw movie. I would fucking love to see that.
A Saw movie.
You got 5 minutes to find the cure.
5 minutes.
I paid 200 homeless people to start living in your walls.
He just gathers up homeless people, force feeds them like LSD and acid. I put 10 million bugs under your skin.
What I mean is that, like, if you're actually in the industry, you know how bad it is.
Yeah. Hey, Ida, a recommendation for you.
It's beyond just monitoring every second of your activities, like on a device.
Yeah.
They can like create algorithms that can predict like
where you sleep at night, who you talk to when you go to bed,
honestly,
where you eat on your way home from work,
they
how
might
much
even
gas you fill up at the store.
I bet they can predict how you die, to be honest.
There was like a shitty joke in that fucking Don't Look Up movie about that, how that works. Like someone's death was predicted that way. That movie was so shitty.
But anyway, earlier I said that I wanted to talk through getting to an answer on the favorite art piece thing, because it's just like it's such a like I know what my favorite song is, I know what my favorite like video game is, I know what my favorite TV show is, but like even beyond that, like even beyond those choices, even if I'm like, which one of these my favorite blank do I like better than the others? When you're talking about like favorite art, I feel like there might even be more to consider. Because like because it's kind of like objectively like I like things, but like I can perceive the flaws of the things that I like. Then there's the things that I like, but then like I think deeper into like art, and I'm like, maybe there's something that even though I don't personally like it as much as like my favorite X thing, it's more to be appreciated on an artistic level.
Now you're thinking like Portal.
It's very hard to reach a conclusion on that type of thing.
Appreciability of other people and your own appreciation are definitely different things to take into account, but I think when we're talking about your favorite, I think we should be talking about your preference, not just what you think the impact is, but the actual movement you feel from it.
See, I don't have an answer that's not going to be stupid. Like I'm going to say my favorite piece of art is like, my favorite piece of art is like Power Rangers, and then everybody's going to make fun of me.
No, you can make an argument. You can make an argument on like a lot of things that could be your favorite.
I mean, for crying out loud, we haven't even
album.
Yeah, we haven't even talked about like the artwork of something like The Amazing Gumball or Adventure Time or like any area, really anything by Rebecca Sugar. I don't really like
the Amazing Gumball.
Yeah, the Amazing
World of Gumball.
Did Rebecca Sugar work on Amazing Gumball? I don't think she did.
I hope not. That means I'd like something made by Rebecca Sugar.
No, I was sort of like referencing that because I really
do you not like Adventure Time, Jason?
No. I should also preface I don't like it because I've never seen an episode.
That's fair.
But I most certainly do not like Steven Universe.
All my friends, I don't like Steven Universe either. It's campy and preachy, but
yeah. Also, I know
like
that.
I like the concept of Steven Universe a lot.
It started off really strong, and then like it just kind of as it went on, it went way downhill.
The just like the premise of what the characters physically are is fucking fascinating and should have been expanded on more. But no, they did their preachy bullshit instead.
Yeah.
Do you guys know about the prime number spiral?
A little bit. I don't. I'm bad with like math shit though.
It's weird.
That's my favorite piece of art.
Yeah, there was an interesting Jim Carrey movie that dealt with the reoccurring appearance of the number 13. Oh, 23. I thought it was 13. 13 is one of those numbers too.
Yeah. Spooky number. Speaking of which, the history behind that number recently passed. I think about it every single Friday the 13th. It's considered a bad luck day because Friday the 13th is the date that marked when the Catholic Church called the Knights Templar heretics and ordered a genocide on them and all of their families.
Yo, it's unlucky because the movie came out, stupid.
All right, guys. Are you ready? This is my real answer to my favorite piece of art, and I think I think people in this room who have been around me for the past year or two, within like 2 or 3 guesses, can guess what I'm about to say.
Do not. I mean, it doesn't have to be like your all time, just like something that you really love, a favorite.
No. Jason seems pretty confident. What is your guess?
Riley's favorite art is Amogus.
Can I give my 3 guesses?
Yes. What are your 3 guesses?
Pokemon, Power Rangers, or Dragon Ball.
I was going to say Pokemon, Power Rangers, or Ninja Turtles.
I swear to God, if it's like Full Metal Alchemist, I'm gonna be so. If it's gonna be the other anime I know you watch all the time, if it's gonna be Full Metal Alchemist, I'm gonna be pissed. That wasn't the first.
Nope, it's not. It's not any of. It's not any of the 4 things you say. Even though Full Metal Alchemist is definitely up there.
It's Amogus.
It's Death Note, guys. Come on, my favorite piece of art is Death Note.
God.
I keep forgetting that's like your new favorite anime.
It's just so good on so many levels. I love
in my mind,
so
like Dragon Ball and FMA are like so your favorite anime in my mind.
Yeah,
no, Death Note beats them, but
I know. I just keep forgetting.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, Death Note's good.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah, Death Note's pretty good. Yeah.
But it's actually just bad.
Are we talking about the 2017 movie?
Leave.
We're talking about the 2017 movie, right?
B movie?
B movie?
Yeah, the B movie.
B movie?
Yeah.
Is B movie art, fellas?
Yes.
Of course.
B movie was
not be
as propaganda.
No?
Fellas, does Bruno Mars is gay?
Yes.
That is a good question. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay, real quick, before we're getting around the time it's time to end, but first I have to ask about this meme that Kathy posted that made Jason very upset. I don't understand the joke here. So the image is Wes from Power Rangers Time Force being compared to some sort of action figure. What is this action figure?
The Deep from The Boys.
Oh.
The person who fucking Louis C.K. is a main character in the first episode.
Wes would
he's kind of my favorite character on that fucking show. Like the Deep's so fucking great. He's so fucking funny.
Yeah. Also, it is official that he fucks octopus.
Yeah, of course. Like, dude, he fucks dolphins. Like, nothing's like beneath him.
Well, I feel like in terms of like biological logistics, it's a lot easier to fuck a dolphin than it is to fuck an octopus.
Hey, dude, the deep finds a way.
So wouldn't it be painful because octopi have like beaks?
Yeah, but maybe you can communicate them with. You don't have to get a bite, bro.
He likes the painting.
He's all about that weird shit. Just like everyone in that fucking show.
Yeah.
But anyway, does anybody have any final thoughts before we wrap up here?
I do.
Shit on Demigloom for the last 5 minutes.
I was gonna say this has been so much more enjoyable since Demi left. And Demi was the one who wanted to do this, and I bet you that Demi is seething right now that we didn't get to have a pretentious, civilized gentleman. Let me take a sip of my teacup conversation.
And she's the most pretentious person I know. So we had a brief DM exchange when she left, because obviously, you know, Constitution states that unless there is extenuating circumstances, you're not allowed to leave until 10:30. So
you said 10:30.
Yeah, you're all allowed to leave in 1 minute. Yeah, that's the go ahead. I'll leave. Daniel will stay. Daniel will be my friend.
Daniel, I need you to leave, please, just so he can prove him wrong.
But so
my favorite art piece is proving Riely wrong.
Let me read what Demi said to me, because it's just so she's so pretentious.
Exactly.
So we had a little exchange. Her initial statement as to why she left is that I am, quote, a magnet to all stupidity, which I assume is a jab towards Daniel. And then I said, Demigloom, those aren't extenuating circumstances. You aren't allowed to rage quit. And then she said, you wouldn't understand, so I won't even bother explaining.
You guys, you wouldn't get it. Every time you bring on a guest, I disagree with them.
And then I said, just fucking explain it. And she said, you are too R-slurred to respond to logic. You are a creature of impulse, unable to think critically of your own gut reaction.
You are making it very hard for me to understand what case you're coming from.
You ever notice how you never see a critic do whatever they're critiquing? Participate in whatever activity they're critiquing. That Demigloom is not an artist. I'm calling you out, Demi. I hope you listen to this. You're not an artist. I said it.
How the fuck is Demigloom more pretentious than I am?
It's truly a feat, I think, to be more pretentious than Kathy. I don't think Demi always pulls it off. Kathy's pretty pretentious, but
no. Okay,
every once in a while,
Kathy is pretentious all the time, but because Demi isn't pretentious all the time, it makes it way more powerful.
I think the problem with this pretentious cocksucker is I think the problem is they're projecting everything. Every single thing they accuse everybody else of, they do. And they're blind to it, and they think they're the smartest in the room. They think they know everything, and it's fucking fake and gay.
Also, your music is mid, Demi.
Okay, now that was a jab you didn't need to go into.
Imagine like a security guard bust in my room. Like, we need to ask you to leave.
I haven't even heard Demi's music, but I'm gonna say my acapella singing is better than your music.
Yes.
And I think the biggest point that we had to make about Demigloom is that she's one of my closest friends, and I love her like a sister. And with
I think what we really need to say, I'm gonna say it. It's been on my chest forever, and I need to get it off now.
Okay.
I don't like the theme song to the Issue Crew. I just don't like it.
What's the theme song to the Issue Crew? We have a theme song?
First of all, exactly. Nobody listens to
Andrew has never listened to even a second of the Issue Crew.
Why the fuck would I listen to a second of this? I'm here.
You're not on every episode. You should listen to the episodes you aren't on, Andrew.
I can't tell you the last time I wasn't on this show.
Oh, it's been a while, but there was definitely a time where you were on not most episodes, really.
Well, because I was in soccer. The main reason I don't show up is, I wouldn't watch an episode if I'm not interested in it. If I'm not interested in the topic, I'm not going to show up.
Exactly.
Oh, you see? Yeah.
Except for today.
It's the circle of life, and it carries us all.
Today I showed up to a topic I didn't care about, and I've probably delivered my best work since episode whatever we did Pete Davidson on.
More like demi-gloss.
Hey. No real shade to Demigloom. She is legitimately one of my
real shade. I meant what I said.
Me. Unironic.
I meant what I said.
We need a group therapy session.
I'm prettier than her.
That's true.
Dude, imagine the funniest shit would be if we got like a real trained therapist to speak to the 7 of us. and like try to analyze our relationship.
We'd all be forcefully institutionalized.
Be like that one episode from It's Always Sunny.
Honestly, it would be like that.
If you ever want to know if somebody's argument doesn't work, wait till you get to make your argument and if they make the sound trying to interrupt you, they don't have an actual argument.
But at the same time, Daniel, you're forgetting one important thing. It's really funny.
Yeah. That's the most important.
Unless someone does it to me, then it's not funny.
There you go.
Exactly.
But all right, let's go around the horn, talk about where you can be found if you wish to be found.
What kind of horn are we going around? A trumpet?
A ram's
horn? A trumpet,
Why
exactly.
do people say, like, we're going around the horn? Were horns just huge back in those days? I don't get these kids.
All right. Anyway, Daniel, do you have any projects or social media or anything that you're interested in plugging?
If you would like to purchase any 3D printed items whatsoever, you can find me on opsecprints.com. You can also follow my company on Twitter at opsecprintco, if I remember right. That's the right one.
Sweet.
Awesome.
But yeah, I opened a 3D printing business, and we have a few clients already, and been powering through those. Oh, it's at opsec3D.
Can you print out car parts and I can be the first person to download a car?
No.
Jason's gonna download a car
because you're already not the first person to download a car. Somebody's literally already downloaded, printed, and created an entire McLaren.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty based.
That is pretty sick. Andrew, where can they find you?
Twitter.com/NGEL from Hell Zero. From there's a link tree with everything else that matters. What the fuck just fell onto my bed? Where the fuck did that come from?
Well, Andrew is attacked by unknown forces. Jason, where can they find you?
You can find me at youtube.com/JELEEOO. That's 2 E's, 2 O's. Best experience of your life. I only make good videos. Also, I want to give a special shout out to my friend Rory. I got a DM from him this morning, and it read, keep posting YouTube videos. On God, bro, your vids are so entertaining. And he's just telling the truth, honestly.
He is.
Rory's pretty based.
He's like the one British person that's actually cool.
Oh. The only one.
There's only one.
Him and like the entire voice cast of Xenoblade.
Kathy, is there anything you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm gonna read the entire script for my BioShock video.
No, that's okay.
No.
Mo Diggity, where can our listeners find you?
YouTube.com/MoSideGaming or at MoSideGaming because YouTube wants to put at and everything.
Yes, and you can also find me at Antifa the Hut /MoSide Gaming YT on Twitter.com. Yeah, there we go. I'd hawk my other shit, but Jello sort of did it for me.
I think it's funny that you start off all your streams by saying that. You go, what's up? What's going on, guys? Welcome to youtube.com/MoSideGaming or at MoSideGaming because YouTube wants to put ad and everything. Got another banger for you today. You say that every time. Okay. I just think it's funny.
All right, that's a tradition that I kept along when I was streaming on Twitch because I thought it was just cool to say your name. You say twitch.tv/MoDiggity, and I started saying I got a banger for you today because I watched like a shit ton of Tim the Tap Man, and it's kind of accidentally influenced everything.
If I ever get back into streaming, I'm definitely gonna be like, "What's going on, guys? Welcome to youtube.com/jelly."
I got a real banger for you today.
I also sort of do it in a mocking tone. Got a banger for you today.
Yeah, you always go, got a banger for you today. And right before you start up your game, you go like, all right, now I'm gonna, and then like in some weird, incomprehensible voice, you're like, go start up Warzone. You like say something like that, but like in just like a voice that makes no sense.
I don't even know how to explain that, or I don't know how to answer or clap back to that.
It's not like an insult. I like it honestly.
Since I got you right here, I was looking at a couple of shorts that you made for me today out of the birthday stream.
Oh no!
There's a couple. I feel like you're calling me out on some shit.
No.
I almost feel
I love working for you, though. I swear. swear.
Like, I just like sometimes it just feels like, you know, because there's like one or two. It was like maybe I don't do this one because like there's a long awkward silence. I get sniped by somebody, and I go like, no way he fucking said that. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't understand it. Like I don't know, man. Then there's one where like I said some shit, and then it was the other. It was like one of the Fall Guys clips. I was like, I'm going to beat this
and you
guy.
said something about like a big gaping butthole, and I just put a clip of the guy going, "Hey, yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah. You did that twice for a couple of the clips. I was like, oh, am I being too sussy for the baka?
No,
right now.
Funny. It's just funny.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought it was like, am I? Maybe I'm going a little bit harder.
Having a genuine conversation.
I was like, all right, did I do something weird? It was like, is he fucking with me? Or like, you know, like going too hard? What?
No, it's just funny.
Okay, all right. Good deal.
All right, folks. You can find me in a lot of places. If you go to anchor.fm/Riely. Under your bed, in your walls.
Fit under there.
In your walls.
Under your skin.
In your ceiling.
If you go to anchor.fm/Riely Megafeed or the Riely Podcast Megafeed on your podcast platform of choice, you can find a whole gaggle of podcasts that I've made. And the main thing, is if you look in the description of that podcast feed, it has links to absolutely everything that I do. My YouTube, my Twitch, all my other podcasts that are on their own feeds and YouTube channels. It's all there.
Can I say something really quick?
Sure, yeah. Kathy.
Okay, cool.
Well, bye. Cool. Thanks for listening to the Issue Crew. Have a good night, everybody. I've been Riely.
I've been Mo.
I'm muting Kathy in post.
I've been Aubrey Graham Drake.
You know what I hate in
what do you hate, Daniel?
In video essays, I hate when people start with an intro. I just want people to get right into the
meat.
Get right into it.
Here's the thing. If I'm looking up how to get the Moonlight Greatsword in Elden Ring,
dear God, we can end this at any time, Riely. All you have to do is just press the stop.
I'm interested in what Daniel has to say, Mo.
Oh, this is going to go on forever. We're almost there. We're almost there.
This is post-podcast.
Mo, you can leave at any time. It's past the required reading.
No, I'm not going to leave until we end the show.
Okay, well then, Daniel, please continue what you were saying, and then we'll end the show when you're done.
Well, okay. If I'm trying to get the Moonlight Greatsword in Elden Ring, and I am looking up how to get into a specific section, and I pull up an article that's like, oh, here's instructions on how to get the Moonlight Greatsword. I do not need to listen to 3.5 minutes or scroll through 2.5 pages of Elden Ring is a video game created from software.
Shout out to the people who leave timestamps in the comments of when this shit actually starts beginning.
Yes, babe.
Those people are those people and like Indian guys on YouTube, saviors, actual saviors.
I will teach you, my son.
That's my favorite artistic medium.
I think that's a good place to actually end it. See you next week.